Softball enjoys a 7-game win streak.
We name a new head coach for the men's basketball team.
All this and more coming up on the Penguin Rundown. What's up, Penguin Nation? I'm John Schiraldi. This is Mike Yurstowski, and of course, welcome back to another edition of the Penguin Rundown. Michael, how you doing today, my friend?
Doing pretty good. Hanging in there. How about yourself?
I got to be honest, I'm a little tired. It's been exhausting keeping up with YSU sports this week. You got softball on a 7-game win streak. Baseball's on a 3-game win streak of their own. There's really a lot going on right now.
There really is, John, but nothing bigger than the news from the men's basketball program, and we're about to tell you about it. The head coaching search for a new men's basketball coach is finally over. Monday afternoon, the athletic department officially announced Jared Calhoun will be the 13th head coach in program history. Coach Calhoun, who most recently led Fairmont State University to the 2017 NCAA Division II National Championship game, was also named the 2017 Mid-East Conference and NABC Atlantic District Coach of the Year. Calhoun directed the Fighting Falcons to an overall record of 34-3 in the program's first national runner-up finish in 2016-17. The Fighting Falcons also received its first NCAA Division II #1 ranking since 1976. YSU Athletic Director Ron Strollo is very excited about the hiring of Coach Calhoun, as he stated, "Jared Calhoun brings every attribute that we were looking for in a head coach for our basketball program. Not only does he have an enormously successful track record as a head coach, he also has experience with a high major Division I program as an assistant coach, strong regional recruiting ties, and a passion to be at Youngstown State." Coach Calhoun made it very clear at his press conference he wants to win, and he wants to win now. He also explained how he did not recruit the current players, but these are his guys.
Current players had a chance to meet with these guys today. I didn't recruit them. Did not recruit these guys, but I'll tell you one thing, they're my players. These are my guys. There's going to be expectations of wearing the jersey. We want them to dream big. We want them to dream of Horizon League championships, the first NCAA tournament appearance. When I got hired 5 years ago at Fairmont State, we had won 8 games. People thought I was a young, cocky, crazy coach. 5 years later, we won 124 games, put Fairmont State on the map. We're going to do the same thing here in Youngstown.
I also had the opportunity to sit down and interview Coach Calhoun for a more in-depth look on basketball and his life in general. Be sure to visit the YSU Sports YouTube page to catch that interview. Congratulations to Coach Calhoun. Penguin Nation is very excited to have you.
The baseball team played in their first home series this past weekend against Oakland at Eastwood Field. The Gwins dropped Friday afternoon's contest. However, they would rally to sweep Saturday's doubleheader, winning by scores of 5-4 and 12-4. In Game 1, the Gwins trailed 4-3 in the bottom of the 7th inning until senior Nico Potovin hit a 2-run shot, giving YSU a 5-4 lead that would stand the rest of the way. Alex Bellardini would pick up the win, while Joe King would get his first save of the season. Game 2, YSU picked up right where they left off, scoring 7 runs in the first inning alone. They would never look back. Senior Shane Willoughby had himself a game. The shortstop collected 4 RBIs, going 2 for 4 with a 2-run homer in the bottom of the 7th. Jeremy Quinlan picked up his first win of the season as well, allowing just 5 hits in the 22 batters he faced. After the game, our very own Chris Colella caught up with head coach Dan Bertolini.
Tough outing yesterday, tough game, but you come out here, you get the series win, get the sweep in the doubleheader. What does it mean to get that first win at home?
It's unbelievable. I told these guys it shows a lot about them as leaving here yesterday, we didn't have a great feeling, but 24 hours makes a huge difference, and these guys really bounced back. It shows that they're resilient, and they came out ready to go today, so it's exciting, and it means a lot to these seniors. You know, that's a big-time series win. There hasn't been a whole lot of them, and that's a big one for us.
And you speak about resiliency. You mentioned it earlier in the season that you might take your lumps early. How does this start to kind of round things out and get on a winning streak, you might say?
Yeah, I mean, it's huge. It was huge. I think, Kevin Baniecki gave us an unbelievable start in first game. I think he had 8 strikeouts, and Jeremy Quinlan in his second start. I mean, that's where it really started. Our pitching really guided us today, and it was nice to see Nico had a big home run there in the first game, and then Shane have a home run in the second game. So hopefully we'll get this thing rolling, get some momentum, and get a few more wins.
YSU would then travel to Bowling Green on Tuesday, where they captured their 3rd straight victory. Trey Breedis went 2 for 3 with an RBI, while Anthony Santoro collected 2 RBIs en route to the 3-1 win. Javier Alvarez also threw 5 shutout innings in his first career start and struck out 5 for his first win as a Penguin. Despite just a 5-16 record this season, first-year head coach Dan Bertolini's impact is already being felt. The Penguins are a drastically improved offensive team, having hit more home runs in 2017 than they did in any of the last 6 seasons. YSU also currently leads the Horizon League with 25 home runs. Up next for the Gwins, they'll travel to Northern Kentucky this weekend for a 3-game series with the Norse starting tomorrow at 3 p.m. You can watch the game live on ESPN3 and the Watch ESPN app.
The softball team had a 7-game homestand this past week, taking on the University of Akron, St. Bonaventure, and Horizon League foe Oakland. The Penguins started off conference play very strong, sweeping the 3-game series versus the Golden Grizzlies this past weekend. Junior Hannah Lucas was instrumental in this series, batting .545 with a triple and 3 RBIs, while senior catcher Maria Lacatetta posted a .500 batting average and belted 2 home runs over 3 games. Freshman pitcher Maddie Lusk also picked up 4 wins last week en route to being named Horizon League Pitcher of the Week. You'll hear more about her later on, but now YSU has won 6 straight games, including 8 of their last 10, to bolster their record to 11-17 overall. They looked to keep things rolling last night versus Robert Morris. For scores as well as stats, be sure to check out YSUsports.com. Now, every week we honor a student athlete who has great success both on the field and in the classroom. As promised, this week's honor goes out to the freshman ace, Maddie Lusk.
After a challenging start to 2017, the YSU softball team appears to be back on track. The Penguins are winners of 6 straight and are currently undefeated in Horizon League play, thanks in large part to the play of Maddie Lusk.
We struggled a little bit at the beginning, but now we've really started to click and come together, and offense is really coming together. We're stringing hits together, everything's just coming together, so it's great just to go into the conference like this.
The freshman out of Youngstown, Ohio has been sensational, pitching 3 complete games just this past week, while allowing 0 earned runs. She also had 4 wins and 21 strikeouts over that span. And despite being only a freshman, Lusk leads all Horizon League pitchers in strikeouts, innings pitched, and starts. And her 2.4 ERA ranks 3rd overall in conference play.
I'm very excited about it, but I couldn't be here without my teammates playing good defense and offensively, but it's a great honor. I'm never satisfied personally, but I can always get better, but I just keep working.
Academics was also a big reason Lusk chose YSU. The Johnstown Monroe grad has big plans for her career once her playing days are over.
After I graduate here, I want to go to Ohio State and become a dentist. Well, my mom's a dental hygienist, so I've just kind of been around it my whole life. I've had a lot of dental work, braces, all that stuff, so I've kind of been interested since I was little.
One thing is for sure, Maddie Lusk's career is off to a great start, both on the diamond and in the classroom.
The YSU track and field team opened their outdoor season this past weekend at the Raleigh Relays hosted by NC State. Strong weekend for Dylan Latone, Ryan Booth, and Colin Harden. Friday, Latone placed 2nd in the pole vault, while Booth won the shot put with a throw of 17.47 meters. Harden also qualified for the USATF Outdoor Junior National Championships with a time of 52.80 seconds in the 400-meter hurdles. Busy weekend for the Penguins as they will be spread all across the country, competing at the Stanford Invitational, the Florida Relays, and Slippery Rock's Dave Labor Invitational. Check out YSUsports.com for updates and results.
Both the men's and women's tennis team opened up Horizon League play this past weekend. For the men, the team started off the weekend strong with a 7-0 loss against Valpo on Saturday afternoon. However, the team was able to rebound on Sunday with a 5-2 win against UIC. YSU started off the day early by winning the first 2 double matches and then continued by winning 4 of the 6 matches in singles play. The men are now 13-6 overall and will compete against Wright State this weekend. On the women's side, they lost a hard-fought battle to UIC on Friday with a score of 4-3. However, just like the men, the women rebounded with a 7-0 win against Valpo. The women now are 7-8 overall and will visit Wright State also on Saturday.
How well do you know YSU? We run around once again and asked you, Penguin Nation, how deep your YSU fandom goes. Margot Warnes was out in the field for another episode of Do You Know YSU?
Notre Dame.
Duke.
I want to go with Mount Union.
Nebraska State. I don't know.
Oh. No idea. Robert Morris.
I don't even know what teams they play now.
I want to say Penn State.
Kent State University?
I forget the team. Like I see the colors. I see the colors in my head, and I can't remember the team.
It was something, all right.
It was? Jim Tressel.
Dang, I really don't know. Can you give me a hint?
I have no idea. I've never had cable though, so that might be why. I have no idea.
Okay.
It's called Modern Family.
Oh, I should definitely know.
Oh, Ed O'Neill.
Ed?
Dang. Well, that would have to be a pretty awesome guy named Ed O'Neill.
Jim Tressel.
Wasn't that Jim Tressel?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
James P. Tressel,
You are
aka
correct.
Jim Tressel.
Yes.
Is it President Tressel?
It is President Tressel.
Tressel.
Yes. The only person I know is Jim Tressel. Tressel?
Would that be Jim Tressel?
It is.
Oh, Jim Tressel then.
Yeah.
It had to be Bo Pelini, right?
That last question was a softball. I mean, if you didn't get that one, look, what are you doing?
It really was. How about Ed O'Neill, though? Played football and won an Emmy, and also on one of my favorite shows, Modern Family.
I mean, the guy does it all. That's what,
He
that's
really
what Penguins do, man.
Absolutely.
But it is time, finally, after a couple-week break, for a long-awaited return of the Penguin Play of the Week. Let's check it out. We take you to the softball field where Maria Lacatana is about to make you understand why she's one of the most lethal hitters on this YSU team.
Here we go. Oakland's pitcher setting up for the pitch. Here's the pitch, and whammy! Crushed to center field. No chance of getting that one. Over the fence. Almost hit McDonald's, John.
Boneyard, Mike. That
She almost got a McFlurry with that home run.
She actually had 2 on the day.
did.
This was just one of them.
She did. She actually scored. She was responsible for the first 3 runs in that game. So very good weekend for Maria Lacatana.
It's great to see softball and baseball finally getting on track.
Absolutely.
Well, that about does it for us here at the Penguin Rundown. For news, highlights, and more, be sure to check out YSUsports.com and be sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat at Penguin Rundown 1. I'm John Schiraldi.
And I'm Mike Rostowski. Thanks for tuning in, Penguin Nation.